Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive, episode 212. It's your weekly boy.
I'm gonna start with a bitch.
Oh shit! Against whom?
The world. I wanted to put this nice, the Mighty Quinn fucking koozie on there, but my beer won't stand up because it's one of the one of them gay thick one, the thin ones.
Well, Queen's got the wide ones. You know what I mean?
He does have a wide one.
They're loose.
I'm in Facebook jail.
Oh, I went through that same shit too, and I didn't even know. What'd you do?
I
say the N word again.
A couple times, but no, not this time. I've never been in Facebook jail before. Never.
Yeah.
I just made a comment. Just a smart ass comment I would have said a million times on this podcast.
You're talking about a Justin Simmons comment?
Oh, yeah. It had my name written all over it. Yes, absolutely it did. So it was, I'll get into it because I don't think it was that bad.
They're not going to cancel the pod. Say it.
It said, what is something that was popular during the 80s that no longer exists because it's been outlawed?
I think I've read you. What is it? What did you say?
I said two genders.
Oh, dude.
So the first night, 7, 8, 9, 10 likes. I woke up the next morning, 637 likes. and 85 comments.
Oh, shit.
It went
viral.
To say the least. Now, I will say this, because I found it funny, right? And I nailed it, best comment wins. I read through all of these, and I was like, well, everybody thinks it's funny, right?
Yeah.
Not even that, but it was just like a chuckle, right? Yeah. 3 people out of the... And you know how you can do the angry thing once it hit the 700s? None of those on the likes, right?
Yeah.
3 people on all the comments didn't like my comment.
That's enough, dude.
3 people in the comments. Now, I clicked on their profile.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, I can't tell what you are. So I could see why you may have taken offense to this.
Okay.
But I got a schooling. And what was funny is to watch the roll tide as they talked shit, but all the other people jump in that thought it was funny, right? Then it got personal.
Oh, damn.
And people started taking an individual, and one other individual must have decided they were going to tag team my ass, started taking pictures of my location, where I work.
Oh, damn.
Family pictures. Threatening my family.
Oh, Jesus.
Had some of the worst shit I've ever heard anybody ever tell me. Bad enough that I just deleted it. I just deleted the comment. I at that point when somebody sends you was
that Shannon guy over there too?
when somebody sends you a Snapchat or a snippet of where you work and says, what would your employer think about you hating transgender people? And to say 2 genders says nothing about me talking shit about genders.
The new genders.
It was just a gas. I didn't say, no lives matter, fucking only men and women. I never said anything like that. I just said 2 genders, 2 words, right? And like I said, it got personal, so I just deleted it. I think I made my mind up. I'm done with Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty shitty. And I will tell you this, and you mark my word right here. You can either love what I say, or you can hate it, and you can never follow me on anything I have. But the left is pretty fucking harsh.
Yeah.
When they want to be. Now, I get the right's got some issues too, right? And maybe deep down you might think, well, I know what way this guy really sways. Like, take it for what it is, right? But I do believe in a lot of other things, and we don't talk about politics, but those 2 or 3 people that got on it said the worst shit I've ever had anybody ever say to me. And to threaten me and take pictures. I mean, they went deep. like my wife, my kids.
Damn.
It was
for someone that gets so mad, it has to go through your Facebook. It has to go through your
Take
profile.
snippets of it.
Take screenshots, and it's like, how angry do you have to be? And I get it, because sometimes I go, you know what has happened to me? I'm talking to people in Mexico. Already puts us in a different level, right? Because Mexicans, we don't give a shit. We call each other the F word and whatever.
The way society should be.
You know what I mean? But as soon if I decide to go, or even like someone that I speak English with, maybe from here, but they know Spanish, and I go, "What are you doing today, puto?" Boom! I get a thing saying, "You just violated our terms or fucking whatever, this and that," and I go, "But that's my homeboy." Like you know what I mean? Like like you, I still have Facebook. But everything that I put on Facebook is because I put it on Instagram. So Instagram just puts it there. But like one thing that I've been doing lately on Facebook is when I put when I open it and I have notifications, it's usually like let's just say one of my cousins is like, so and so posted this, and then I go to it, and it's just them putting like a stupid poetry picture or whatever. And I'm like, why am I getting a notification for this?
Yeah.
So I usually go to their names and I like take them, like take notifications off from these people. I've been doing so many people because I'm like, I don't need to get a notification from you taking a picture of your sandwich, you know? But yeah, like I've gone as far as saying like, just say like insults in Spanish and I easily get that. I don't know why I got mine. All of a sudden I was answering people on Messenger and he would give me a thing that says, you're kicked out or you're in Facebook jail or whatever. And then also on Facebook, I would try to comment and like instantly would go, bloop, no, you can't.
See, and I deleted the post.
Yeah.
So usually, from what I've told, if you or somebody reports you against their company standards or whatever, the post gets deleted, right? Mm-hmm. I deleted the post, and then after the fact, got the notification that you've been restricted for, I think, 5 days.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 5 or 7 days, can't remember what it was, that I couldn't post anything. Like, I never post anything anyway, but obviously I can't make any smart-ass comments like that. But I couldn't believe it. I was mortified.
And here we are going out of our way. Bring Justice Simmons to the local MMA fight. You see we post the poll?
Yeah.
Did you see the results?
Yeah, fuck the fucking kids over at fucking Lake Talk.
Did you see me talking to them? That's so funny.
I'm kidding, by the way.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, what a fucking... It made me open my eyes to like, there's people out there, and the third comment along, some lady liked it, and she's all standby for the trolling comments, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then it was, I laugh, I agree.
I hope this guy dies.
Amen, brother, yada yada. And I was like, oh, that's funny. People are laughing, right? And then it only took one or two people, and one guy's all, it was never in style to have only two genders. And then I watched just the Roll Tide come in, it was a gag, and then
probably
like I said, and then
probably a Karen.
Then one piece of shit, I should bring your name up and just drop you. Some from fucking Ontario, Canada, is the one that fucking started taking pictures of my workplace, and I was like, damn. I almost wanted to just message him and say, report it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I dare you, because what I said is not fucking, has nothing to do with trans people. Has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But, so it made me think, other than I'll keep Instagram just because it's videos. It's not like you get on there and you have to read some rant from some whatever, because you've got to have something behind it. But I think I'm done with Facebook.
This happened to me
So you're gonna need to start posting all the fucking shit on my
Oh yeah, that's right.
now I won't have anything to do anymore. I'm just kidding. I'll keep that.
I went through training this weekend, and I see a couple guys there, and I found myself just busting their balls every day. You know, one of them won't shut up, and the other one won't say a thing. But like I keep busting their balls, and we went on this field trip, and I think I took a step back and I said, hey, just so you guys know, like I just hope you guys are not getting offended, and they weren't, But I was just like keeping it clear, like, hey, I just hope, and I said it out loud because there's some people that were there with out of towners, and I said, I just hope nobody's getting offended, because that's just who I am. Like I have a show when I make fun of people make fun of me, and just like I'm giving it, I'm like, feel free to throw it my way. I'm like, I hope you guys are, and they were like, no, it's so bullshit. And I was like, but the fact that we have to go through this to like, it's just you, I'm kidding, then it kind of takes the fun away.
Oh.
And I never been. It's just it takes so hard for me to get offended, so hard.
And I mean, if
I'm offended. You look like you have pants underneath your pants, but that's whatever.
It's cold. You got this. It's 7 degrees outside. This motherfucker's always got this AC on. Of course, because you're wearing a fucking jacket.
When I don't have it, you're like, hey, can you make that spin?
Yeah, once I get drunk, that's when I start to warm up. But if I just wore these thin, I mean, you can almost see my fucking nutsack through them anyway.
Let me see.
So yeah, I put some leotards.
Very boy
some yoga pants.
Ooh, yeah. Is it like yoga pants for guys?
Yeah.
Do they look as good as girls?
I wear them all the time. I wear them every day during the wintertime. Now they're thermos. But they're these. That's what they are.
Well, you're not outside as much. I was wearing it until I
have to go from my house to the truck to the office. I'm outside. Back to the truck, back to the office, and then back to my truck. I'm outside. Sometimes I get the mail.
Yeah.
I have to let the dogs out. Come on, bro. Spend a lot of time outside. Fucking talk to me like I'm some kind of bitch.
No, it's a good thing. Well, it wasn't as cold as it was last week. That was a plus.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting a turn, right? Turn in the weather.
What about that fucking, what is it? The honey badger or whatever that fucking thing is. It says that 6 more weeks of winter or whatever.
Groundhog.
Yeah, whatever, dude. That fucking
honey badger.
bigger size rat.
It's just a big fucking hairy mole.
I don't understand how that thing works. If it's like, explain it to me. That's a very white thing.
Yeah, it is. It's the whitest thing.
It's the whitest thing. I don't have anything to do with dream, by the way.
If it climbs out of the hole and it sees its shadow, there's 4 more weeks of winter.
What does that mean?
If it comes out of the hole and it doesn't see its shadow, then spring comes early.
Okay, but
Angel, it's not real. Now,
no, I get it. But what does it mean by he sees his shadow? Like, first of all, how does he know when?
So if you walk outside and you're walking, you look over on the ground, you see your shadow, right?
So if he comes out of the hole in front of the shed, like if the sun is behind him, there's 6 more weeks of.
4 more weeks. I
wish we had a computer. Huh?
So just do I don't know, Groundhog Day history or Groundhog Day meaning. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I can't read that.
Too small.
There you go. When the groundhog is said to come out of the hole at the end of hibernation, if the animal sees its shadow, the weather is sunny. It's said to be
portend. Is that what it says?
Portend 6 more weeks of winter weather. And then again, if it doesn't, then same situation. Yeah.
But that just means when he comes out, if the sun is behind him, and he comes out, obviously
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
So how do we know if it's a shadow or not? That's why I don't.
Making this way more complicated.
No, that's what I don't get.
Okay. Do you think Santa Claus really comes to your house?
No.
Okay.
First of all, I got so many. First of all, how does this fucking rat know when to come out of the hole? Are we just waiting
after
outside?
Hibernation.
Are we just waiting outside the hole?
Yes. They put him in the hole.
Okay.
Have you never seen
I've never seen it on TV. Never.
Oh, you haven't?
As far as I've seen it on TV, it's like people holding it like the Lion King kind of thing.
Yeah, that guy with the top hat?
Yeah. And he has like a red thing on his forehead.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. But that's as far as I've seen. Like, I haven't seen him come out. I haven't seen him be like, you know what I mean? Like,
but have you really have you stopped your day to say, oh, got to make sure that it's
No, that's what I'm saying. Because all I hear every year is like, oh, the groundhog, 6 more weeks. I'm like, well, how the fuck does he know? And I'm trying to understand if it's a shadow. And I said, obviously, it's an animal, So it's not like he knows where his shadow is. So now I'm trying to process that and put it together.
You get it, right, Jack?
Yeah, you both get it, but don't explain it to me.
It's just like one of those things that is like, I don't know, hard to explain. Like,
Okay, but how do we? Okay,
it's whether or not he gets scared of his shadow and goes back in. It has nothing really to do with anything.
Okay, now you got me into another fucking rabbit hole here.
Here, I got an idea. Go up first and foremost, and let's Groundhog Day, and then I want you to get rid of meaning, and then put track record. Okay. There you go.
What is this gonna tell us?
How accurate are? See that guy?
I've seen those fuckers.
Yeah. Look at all those people gathering. This looks like a reason to not go to work and drink. Now, can you zoom in for me?
Ooh.
Can you zoom in for me on that picture? Not one brown person in there, right?
We're all working while you motherfuckers are taking it off.
Oh, fuck. Zoom back out and scroll down, and let's see if we actually get...
Ooh.
Play the game for... that has nothing to do with it. Is punctuani Phil usually right? According to the Groundhog records, various exclamations, winter, 20 early springs, 21 study. Oh, so they actually are keeping a record of it, right?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't
Phil was right only 40% of the time, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Okay.
It's 47% accurate to say he does it on time. So, no, it's not very accurate. It's whatever people distinguish when they get out. Do they see a shadow when he comes out? If they see a shadow, the guy with the top hat goes, "Oh, 4 more buggers."
So
it's not really the groundhog that says.
So it depends on
"Hey,
the weather.
I saw it."
So it depends on the weather that day.
Basically.
Okay, but wasn't that still hard to explain?
Just get out of the shower, walk outside. If the same thing happens to you, then you fucking know.
Hey, how long have we been talking about this? Because we will never get this time back. This is all wasted time. This is all wasted time.
I really never know. I never knew. I just know that I catch it every year. Like you just surfing through your channels and then it's like, well, Groundhog decided it's 6 more weeks or 4 more weeks.
He said
whatever.
this year this year it's 4 more weeks of.
No, but it's 4 more weeks from where he comes out.
But again, he's only right 40% of the time.
But even if he says, "Oh yeah, spring is coming early," we can still get pounded with snow.
Absolutely.
So fuck that rat.
Yes. Again, it's just another reason for us to have something to put on the calendar, right?
God damn it, dude. And here I am fucking thinking, how the fuck does this work? I was like freaking out, dude.
What kind of sorcery is this? White people magic.
Now I know why I haven't slept.
He's got a fucking a whiteboard in his room with all this fucking newspaper clippings and all this string fucking strung out to people's pictures and shit.
I'm fucking using a Sharpie to write theories on my wall, dude. Just fucking pictures and shit. Hey, dude, I have a feeling that next week it's going to be a bitch to come down here.
Yeah. Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was talking to a good friend of ours. Shout out fucking Trust Me Vodka.
Trust me.
And has a big part to do with it. Obviously being in vodka, and then he's got a big kind of ordeal going down. His son's bartender to one of the big events, like the highballer events, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that starts fucking Thursday through
Sunday.
It's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be you're right, it's gonna be a motherfucker getting down.
You know, I haven't seen my mother since I came back from Mexico, because they're opening her hotel right across the street from the soon to be Vivint again. And
Delta Center,
sorry. Soon to be Delta Center again. And,
was it ever not the Delta Center?
I know, everybody just kept saying
right.
it. Same as the E Center.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
But I haven't seen her, and then she's like, she called me last night or 2 nights ago, and I was like, so should I just give me another mother or what's going on? And she was like, she's been working 7 days a week for the last month.
So you turn 60 and you have to start working 7 days a week?
Yeah, no
Holy
shit.
shit.
I'm like, so you're saving money for your
Bronco?
For your Bronco?
No.
And she's like, I don't even have time to go see my Bronco.
I was on Truly today.
Truly?
Isn't that the name of the
Turo?
Turo, yeah. Truly Turo. Fucking tomato, whatever it is.
Groundhog Day, yeah, whatever.
Looking at renting something for my birthday.
Oh, nice, dude. What are you thinking? Porsche?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
So we're going. I have like a weekend trip planned. I'm gonna rent a dope ass ride.
Sexual, dude. Where you going? Can you tell? You don't want to.
Lava Hot Springs.
Well, now all the haters are gonna
Got
go.
got a bunch of friends. They think I'm gonna get in the pools down there. They got another thing coming.
Well, I'm shooting with a few of those.
Well,
wait, hold on. It's hot though. It kills all the germs, and you're used to that shit.
Well, it's natural spring water, but I still think there's bacteria in there, right?
It comes with bacteria.
It comes with comes with earth bacteria. It's all packed and fortified with earth bacteria.
Comes with hot tub bacteria.
Yeah, it's like hot. It's fucking like earth hot dog water is what it is. But I got on there. There's like, and I looked at like a 918 Porsche for GT3 for $300 a day. You know what kills you though? Those nice cars that you can rent, like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, it's not something you do all the time.
Yeah.
It's the mileage cap that kills you.
Oh yeah, because you're thinking of traveling.
Well, it's 150 miles to get there. So,
So
there and back, I'm
already.
already at 300.
Yeah.
And they're usually like floating on 300 to 400 capped miles. But I also found like you can get a dope ass like Stingray Corvette convertible for like $120 a day with like 500 mile cap.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm excited to do it. We haven't pulled the trigger and decided what we want to do, but I'm going to do something. I wanted to do it for my 40th birthday, but that didn't exist. Not that I knew of back then.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know. There was somebody that sent me the link, and I was like, oh, how do you know? And you know what's funny? Ever since they sent me that link, and I bring it up to people, they're like, oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I mean, you should have
Yeah,
told me
that's
this
what I
before.
said. Like, the fuck, don't talk to me like I live in the Stone Age, asshole. I'm still looking at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I was going to get a fucking Kia Sophia, motherfucker.
It's good mileage, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to it's so funny. I'm gonna try to do this without saying names, obviously. But I did this tour with our company, and they took us to the big machinery companies here, right?
I mean, I think you can say the company name.
Theirs? Why?
Not ours, theirs.
No. Why?
Well, that way you can make the story fucking...
I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because we don't rent equipment in our homes. But no, I went to Wheeler and I went to John Deere, and I've been to Wheeler before. It's pretty cool. But from the minute we got there, the guy's like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the offices. We're gonna go to our lab. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna take it downstairs with all the parts. We'll take it to the warehouse where the machines are. They had it all planned out. Gave us some fucking sticker that says visitor, and off we went. At the end, your boy Ange, it's gotta be Ange. So we were like at the final part of it, and then the guy says, so this is it. You guys have any questions? Anything? The only one that answers is me. I go, where's the merch at? Where's the free merch? I was like,
You're that fucking guy. I cringe when I hear that guy. It's like, where's my handout? Hey, where's my free shit? Not only did we do this tour for free, right?
They're not giving us expensive shit. They're giving us the stuff that all the laborers get. All right, so chill the fuck out. You should know about this.
Oh, you went there, huh, asshole? Right, but no, I just love it because I've been on that tour before a couple of times, right? And there's always the any questions? I'm like, yeah, let's wrap this up. And there's the guy, hey, where's the free shit at? And then you go, oh.
But yeah, motherfucker. But after someone says that, you're like, yeah, what you got, right? You just don't want to be the asshole that said it.
Yeah, but
I say
it's
for the whole
like,
crew.
it's like, okay, you're right, but they give you a fucking hat.
yeah,
You're
true,
all,
true.
what am I gonna do? Bell hay in this motherfucker,
that's
right?
true. That's true. I actually got it. And I got a cool looking one, but it still says cat. So it's like
Oh, God damn it! I have a hat to give you, and I keep forgetting it.
Go from ours.
I got a hat given to me. No, from our friends at Trust Me.
Hey, nice. So, so they give our stuff, and I've been trying to buy the machine, like the scale machinery, forever. And I know, a famous podcaster said one time, #not cheap, because they're not cheap at all.
No.
And I go to the guys and I said, so where are these toys? And I was like, oh, we have this one, but they have it for babies. And I was like, well, I don't want this fucking shit. But the tour was awesome. I actually knew somebody from there. And the tour was good, and the way these guys are all laid out, it's badass. And they have like a lab, like people like literally like long coats and fucking masks and shit. It was like
Those filters they put the oil in.
There was this guy that works there. Jesus Christ, the buffest chick I've seen in my life, with the longest hair. Hey, chill, dude. So are you? Relax. But she was. I mean, she walked by all the way like, Jesus Christ.
Your hot chick could rip my dick off like a stalk
yeah,
of celery.
Dude, hell yeah, it does. But anyway, so then from there we went to lunch, and then we went to John Deere. Now, here's the difference. Go to John Deere. I swear it looked like they woke up the guys that were gonna give us all the guys. Obviously, they show up and they're like, "You guys here for the tour?" And we're like, "Yeah." Now we just came from the top notch of tours, right? So then we went
to the Tesla factory, right?
We went to the Tesla, and now we're going to the Kia.
Now we're headed to the fucking.
So then we walk in there, and I swear to these guys are looking at us, and then they go, "So, what do you guys want to do?" Dude, you know who's the one in charge those 3 days? He looked at us like, and then he looked back at them and he goes, I mean, I don't know. And then he said, we just went through Wheeler and they did this and this with us. Maybe we can talk about, your machinery, your most expensive machinery, the accidents or whatever, just something. And he's like, all right. And they're just looking at us like, we're like,
he's all, well, no, if you'll follow me, we'll go out this door. This is the parking lot.
Thanks for coming.
There's about 18,000 tons of asphalt in here.
That's what I told you. I saw Homeboy that we work with. I was like, I wonder if it was him. It was. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Imagine him with the hoodie. Homeboy got thick.
Oh yeah.
And imagine him with the hoodie, the glasses that he always wears, beanie covering everything but his face, and then smoking. I was like, well, that's
got to be him.
So and so. That's why I texted you right away. So these guys take us to a loader, regular size loader. Nothing special about this loader. We probably have like 27 of them.
Like a 644.
Well, they were John Deere's, but they were like, the ones that Company One has. And then they gave us like a pamphlet of like the checklist for when you do your pre-trip. And so they go, this is kind of like what you do over here, and you go, this is what you do daily, and then this is what you do at 100 hour. This is what you do at 200. This is what you do at 500. And I'm like, well, by the time it gets to like clean the motor, that's not something I can do.
Replace the tires.
Maybe I'll just give this to my mechanic. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do with this. And then they took us. Now they're explaining to us, we have this project going on here. We got this project going on here. Homeboy that I've been going with there every single class that I used to work over there at that job site with. He says to me, I think it's funny how we're going through John Deere and they say like, well, this piece of equipment right here, we're spending about $250,000 on working this, and then we're spending another $50,000 on that one. And then he goes, when we went to Wheeler, there was nothing cheaper than $3 million. Oh, yeah. And they showed us a massive, this is Wheeler, radiator.
Yeah.
For one of those dump trucks at Kennecott. bigger than this room, dude.
Did they show you? Did they show you the motors?
the motors?
The ones that are at the size of this room?
Yep. And they'll tell you like torque and power and how they run and why they run. And like this machine right here can run the entire city of West Valley.
The ones
and
that
I was
go in
like,
big
chill.
generators
But
and
I'm like,
shit.
well, that's pretty cool. But what'd you say?
The ones that go in big generators and shit like that.
But it was so cool. Now, when we left, obviously someone followed my steps. They're like, "Where's the merch at?" You know, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's." And then they now here's the thing: the free merch was a hat, which it was pretty bad. The ones that you wear, like I'm gonna get this cover and shit, so I'm gonna wear that when I'm doing like framing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they gave us a little dozer that it was a stress ball. Like, here it is. We're like, oh wow, okay. And I said, do you guys have like the toys? It's like, oh yeah, we do. And now Wheeler have the badass toys.
Yeah.
They have like the Tracos, the loaders, the backhoes, everything. I ended up with a loader and a Traco, one of the Tracos that I have run before. So I was like, I'm taking this too. That was pretty cool. But like the experience of going, and then I was like, and then the next day, which it was yesterday, we went to, now hold on, because this gets me pumped. Now the next day, we went to our company's headquarters. Company 2x4.
Okay. Which headquarter?
Well, not yours, because you would have seen us. The other one.
Okay.
And
The northern one.
yeah,
Okay.
we went to the top of the pit. They showed us what they're dumping. I mean, everything is
that crusher.
dude. Here's the thing: they took us to the crusher, right? And we're walking on the frame just to walk on it. You are 50 feet in the air, more than that. And as I was walking, I looked down and I go, "Oh shit!" Because I didn't realize it. And then I told the guy that was behind me, and he's like, "Oh fuck, man! No, fuck this shit, man! I can't do this! I can't do this!"
You mean the guy with the badass with tattoos? And shit? He's like, oh no! You put a little altitude,
The one with the
turns to a fucking pussy.
The one with the broken fucking. He's become my homeboy, dude. I like that fucking guy. But yeah, so now they took us to. This is the only way I can explain it. They took us to like the backbones of our company.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When you see, like, when I see the company that we all work in, Company 1, I only see the dirt side of it, right? You only see the machine, the grease, the fuel. And I do the same thing here. But when they take you to like the actual structure of how the company works, I didn't know we have a lab. I didn't know we do our own tests. This is how stupid and delayed I was. I
don't know.
I didn't know we do our own concrete. And they took us to the concrete. I just didn't know that it was just right there. I thought it was a separate thing and they were just
I just
there.
about spit it out. I'm all, you mean?
Yeah. I thought about you.
I bit my tongue.
Yeah, I did it. So they took us there and they're taking us in this huge.
If you didn't know by now, he just let the cat out of the bag. I mean, there's only one company that does all of that shit. Asshole. Anyway, continue.
But you know, they take you like step by step, and they take you into like these huge shops when they're just not only making concrete, but then there's a guy that sits at the booth with like a fucking
looks like a fucking
Stevie Wonder looking keyboard covering lights and shit.
No, it looks like
cameras everywhere.
It looks like if you were to go to watch fucking Dr. Dre drop some beats at a studio, right?
Yeah. They
it
take
looks
it to the
like
actual studio where everything
soundboard,
works.
right?
And everything is so digitally, it gives you a fucking headache. These guys know the trucks just pulling in, what they're putting on it, how much they're putting on it, numbers changes in every truck, and it's like every 6 minutes it's a new truck, and you just go like, jeez. And this guy has like this screen TV when he sees the entire pit on his cameras. I was like, holy shit. So then we leave. We come back and then we go to the asphalt part of it.
Yeah.
And it's just as big. Yeah. Obviously, slow season, so it's not running right now, but they take us to another fucking shop when it's buttons everywhere too. And by the way, shout out to us. Awards everywhere in our fucking walls. Because that's how we fucking roll, right? And the guy's just like, this is what we do. And then obviously it's like, so, okay, so on our peak season, how much? And then they're giving you numbers. You just go, Jesus Christ. Like, it's insane how much it goes. Like, I had no idea. For all I know, it's like, hey, I need a new shovel. And they're like, oh, you got to go to the yard. And then I just go to the yard and then I go to where the shovels are. And then that's it. That's how big we are. But then like I said, we took us to all the way to the top of the pit and you get to see the whole thing. I was I was fascinated. Now, I want to work in the office, dude.
You see, like when I send out schedules, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever click on it and dive into what my entire job involves?
Yeah.
Because I'm the guy that takes all of that, especially on the asphalt and the dirt side, that takes all that information and spits it to those guys. Mm-hmm. Those guys build their next day according to what we put in there. It's you don't realize how big we are until you do that tour.
Yeah. See,
and you realize, like, from the mountain, I mean, we're just spitting it out here. Yeah. Everybody's figured it out, right? From the mountain to the blast where they break down everything, bring the trucks in, crush it, redefine it, break it up into areas, the oil, the asphalt, the 40 types of asphalt. You know, you went to the lab, they showed you, you know, how they make mixed designs, right?
Yeah, I didn't know we test our own concrete. Those cylinder shit. Yep. We put them in this room and they're getting sprayed. Have you gone through all this?
Yeah.
They're getting sprayed 24/7 and they bring it and they put it in that machine that compresses them and breaks them and then they're coming up with numbers.
Science. It's science.
Everything is science. And I didn't know we come up with our own profiles for our own tests.
Yep.
I'm like, holy shit,
those
dude.
asphalt mixed designs we built. And everybody's like, oh yeah, just get some oil and you get some rock. It's way more over here on my head.
Now,
like,
let me ask,
I don't even know.
Now let me ask you this. So how does it work for, like, when it comes to you? Does all of those shops report to you, or you basically tell them this is what's going on tomorrow?
I tell them what's going on tomorrow. They get my numbers. They make the mix and put it all together, and they either silo it or they know that's what they're going to do tomorrow. I build what they're going to do. I live in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so what they get is, we know, hey, this is what we're going to do tomorrow, barring on a few things that change throughout the day, right? But that's what I do.
That's crazy, dude. Now, here's the thing, that nothing made me get in my head more than after doing these trips that I want to work in the office.
So remember when I told you when we first started?
Every time I say that, you change the conversation. Okay.
No, we're going down the same road. I'm like, how about those jazz, by the way? But remember when I told you, when I finally talked you into coming over, I was like, there's so much more to it than this is my foot in the door. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to decide my path of where I want to go in my career, right? Yeah. Instead of where we came from, we all know we were there. Yeah. I'm either going to dig, I'm going to build a pipe, I'm going to put it in the ground, and it's kind of it, right? Mm-hmm. It's definitely an empire, to say the least.
Yeah.
But no, I love that they send people through that, because then they get an idea of exactly everything that we entail. It's not just going and getting shovels.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I don't know that I actually memorized, numbers and all that stuff and everything, but just know that we're like, oh, we need a profile for this job site or whatever, and then our people go there and take the test, and then they showed us how they do the test, and they go through, like, they have like these pot looking things that it just defines the dirt, like, finer and finer and finer and finer, and then regular dirt is going in a fucking oven, and then they come out with numbers, and then they melt it again. I was like, what the fuck? But then everything is just a little bit of another block that goes on top until, and I put my part of it too, because I'm the one who's digging the dirt, or I'm the one who digs the hole for them to take the sample. I mean, it's just, everything is just so connected to it.
That's why it's what's so important for us to teach everybody. I mean, this is the time where we do training. You were just in a GPS class. Mm-hmm. Think about that whole industry, the whole side, right? There's so much more to it. Yeah,
we do our own survey too.
Flying drones.
Yeah. I was fascinated, dude. I was like, oh shit, we're just not.
Yeah.
we're not just a
I'm
mom
glad
and,
you went on that.
mom
That's
and
cool.
pops kind of thing. It was pretty enlightening. I was like, I don't work in the office, dude.
What?
I don't know, but I'm so pumped about doing anything in there. And even if it's half and half, like I'm half in there, half in the field, I'll take it. I wanna do something different.
It takes driven individuals. That's all it takes. Look at me. Look where I started.
And then you got canceled on Facebook.
By the way, if anybody's looking to hire anybody at this point, you can give me a call out at no longer Lord_Longballs. Those days are over.
Oh my god. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl, dude?
I don't care.
You don't care for
I don't
any of
care.
it?
I'm not bitter about
Did
it.
we go over the, we went over
I'm
this,
bitter
huh?
about. Well, we didn't talk
Yeah,
about
that's
who we
right,
think,
that's
but deep down, I'll be rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to see Philly win. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
showed you those
Yeah,
videos,
that's
right?
right,
I
that's right.
despise fucking Philly fans at this point. Who? You?
Probably the Chiefs. I don't care for any of them, but
Mr. Jack? Get right on that mic, bro.
The Chiefs.
The
Nice.
Chiefs. Yo, how about the Jazz? I'm pissed that our guest is not here.
sounds like it.
That fucking guy. Because I was excited to talk to him about this.
How about this? He let me know, hey, yo, just so you know, I'm sick and I don't want to get you guys sick. This is what I said to him. Listen, we're dealing with Crohn's and high blood pressure. Your fever can suck our dicks, dude. But he was like, no, I really don't. Yeah, he told me he was taking some pills and stuff. Probably propofol, I don't know. But he was like,
said something.
but he was like, I just went somewhere else to that. But no, but he said, no, you know what? I don't think I want to do it. I'm sick. And I was like, okay. So then I call. So then I called our emergency filler, which is Billy, right? And so all I texted him was, Billy saved my ass last time when we had a cancellation. And he was like, dude, is there anything you need at any time? Just let me know and I'll do my best to do it.
Hey,
He said, I'll drop.
Hey, is this what he's suffering from?
This is the last episode of this podcast, everybody.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
And he listens, and we will never be able to tell him that joke.
So
No.
Billy's not feeling
So
good.
then Billy, I'm like, this guy says, hey, I can't come, dude. I got something on my nuts, something like that. And then I go, okay, cool. And then I go, fuck, let's just ask Billy to see if and I said, Billy, what are you doing tonight? And he goes, I have a cold. What's up? I was like, fuck, dude. That's exactly how he answered. I have a cold. What was going on? I was like, fuck. I'm like, I was going to ask you to see if you can do the show, but oh well, we tried.
Yo, I've been having back problems again. I'm back to that, right? And it's the same spot. It's the same fucking spot that keeps coming back every single time, right? Remember last time, to deal with this, I went to a chiropractor. After about 4 or 5 trips, like, he made it better. And it's been roughly a year since I've had to go back. And finally, I was like, the wife's like, I'm fucking tired of listening to you bitch about your back. Make the appointment. So I made the appointment.
Like, sorry. Crooked.
And it's like, if I lift my arm, I can feel it. If I turn my neck, I can feel it. And apparently what he says, it's all in your neck. It's just a pinched nerve up
all
here.
in your
You're
neck.
feeling it in your arm, but it's actually up here,
Yeah.
right? So I go in there. He cracks me. And I put my arms behind my head like this, and then he has me turn, and he kind of grabs my leg right here, and he just cracks me. And it was so fucking painful. I thought he broke my back. He's like, yeah, you're pretty hot right now. You probably need to cool it down. Normally when he does this, he'll crack me, and then he'll put the tense unit on me, right? Lay me on my back for 15 minutes. Let me relax for a little bit, and then pulls him off and sends me on my way. This time, he's all, yeah, man, you're really hurting. Let's have Ivan come in here and rub you down.
Yo, is this like a fucking big ass Russian?
Excuse me?
Ivan.
It
sounds terrifying.
All I could think was Ivan the Terror, right?
You only hear, he starts coming, a fucking Jack looking guy shows up. What's up, dude?
Jack.
Yeah.
But 2 feet taller.
Oh, Jesus.
Walks through the fucking door. I bet you he was 6'8", 6'9".
God damn.
Now, this is the kind of guy, I'm going to describe this guy to you, and we've all seen this guy, right? Like, a big dude.
Yeah.
6'8", 6'9", or whatever. Long sleeve, button-up shirt, like the ivory buttons that you click.
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was like the little teeny white and blue kind of checkered pattern. Red suspenders. Ooh. A ponytail past his fucking ass.
Damn.
A ponytail.
Just like Jack was.
A beard longer than yours.
Yeah.
And fingers the size of these whiskey bottle tops right here. He's all, take your shirt off. I had a hoodie on. He's all, take your shirt off. So I took the hoodie off. He's all, no, your shirt.
Oh, damn. Were you wearing your pasties?
I was scared for my life because he shut the door.
Oh, damn.
Right?
He starts fucking...
Did he lock it?
So I take my shirt off and I
you're
sit.
like this?
Hold my legs all tight. And he's all, lay on your stomach. And it's one of those massage tables that has the hole through the thing. And I lay down and I hear him open this bottle and take this fucking mammoth-sized thing of KY out. That was the point I passed out. So he puts it on my back, right? And he kind of just rubs it around. And these are his words. This is not going to feel good.
I'm rock hard right now.
When you go home, make sure you drink plenty of water because you're going to feel bruised.
Damn.
This guy proceeds to beat the living fuck out of me for 20 minutes. So as I'm laying on this, as I'm laying on this thing, this is how you know it was bad. At one point, I winced and I looked up and the tissue paper was full of tears. It was wet. And you could see where my eyes were sitting because it hurt so fucking bad. Right? At one point, he's digging in there. I thought this guy was digging for fucking treasure in my back, like it was at the fucking beaches of Mexico, for God's sakes. He takes his fucking hairy ass forearms, and you know me.
Ooh.
He lays it all the way across me. He takes his other hand on my hip and pushes up and is just digging with his fucking...
Dude, he put you face down, ass up.
It was the most painful thing I've ever felt. And then at the end, not to be fucking... It was bad enough that I survived it. And I'll tell you what, they're like, when you coming back? When I left, I was like, never!
You couldn't even raise your arm to flip him off. You're all down here.
Never! What the fuck would I... And then the bitch had the audacity to say, that's $48 when she leaves. I'm like, I had to pay for that?
I should get paid.
Fuck! I just got violated.
You got some dinner, bro.
He takes his hands, because he got behind me, right? He takes his hands, and you know when you, like say you took your hand and you rubbed it on somebody's back, bare skin, it gets hot as fuck. He did that for a good 30 seconds. To the point where I was thinking in my head, I'm like, he's got to stop because this has got to be painful to him. And when he finally stopped, I looked over. This motherfucker had hands like shovels, like asphalt shovels. They were just callous and fucked up. And he was like, put your shirt back on. Make sure you drink plenty of water.
Pussy.
Walks right out of the door.
Smacks your ass
And
on
that
the way
was
out.
it. And I didn't know what to do because I was like, do I get up and leave? Is there more coming? Like I was so fucking violated and fucked up that I didn't know where to go. So I put my shirt on. I sat there for a sec. And
The doctor's like, the fuck you doing here?
the door opens and the chiropractor's there. He's got somebody else. He's like, oh, you're still here? I'm like, oh, yeah. I was taking a call. So I get up and walk out.
Get a call.
That's when that lady's all, it's $48. And she even told me, she's like, make sure you drink plenty of water. If you know when a bruise,
what would that be?
Because he beat me so fucking bad. He was such a deep tissue massage that if you weren't hydrated, then all you did was just bruise the shit out of your muscles. I can barely sit back at this point. It hurts so bad.
When was this?
Thursday.
Yesterday? So did this help or not yet?
I have to go back on Monday.
You really?
Yes.
To the massage?
I hope not. I hope not. I'm probably gonna tell him. I don't think I could take another one of those. It was so painful.
Was it really?
I don't know if you've ever had anybody like really fucking beat the shit out of you. I thought massages were supposed to feel. I mean, when he walked in, I was like, ooh, look at this buff dude. This is gonna get real fucking hairy. Hope I can hide my boner, right? But no, it was nothing like that. It was hideous. It was horrible.
I never gotten a massage. It's crazy. You ever got a massage? We went over
I've
those.
gotten scraped. You know what that is?
Oh yeah,
They
dude. Wait,
take
what is that
like
for?
Just deep tissue. They take like a plastic.
Yeah, I've had those before. What this guy did to me was 10 times worse
Yeah,
than
but
that.
who the fuck? Yeah, but who the fuck? Who enjoys that shit though? Like, I don't really get it.
Apparently,
Like, it just seems like they're like.
apparently
the
the thought is to get the blood flow going and to loosen you up and move you around. But I'm a little guy,
Yeah.
right? I'm not shitting you. This guy had to have weighed 450. But I'm not even kidding. He had to be 6'8", 6'9". I'm sure his hand, he could have picked me up from my back and just fucking set me aside. This Shrek-looking motherfucker. He had an alcoholic nose, too. One of those big veiny motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
This big-ass beard.
Ivan, dude, he's
Yeah.
Russian, dude. He'll fuck you up.
Dark hair, but had like a lot of gray. I mean, he had to be in his late 50s. Ivan something or another.
That's why we're getting the spied on, dude. See those fucking balloons?
Yo, the Chinese said they're going to retaliate because we shot that motherfucker down.
Why is it floating on our shit?
They said checking weather patterns. Now they went and pitched it out of the water. It was like 50 feet down. They went and got it out of the water to see really what they were doing. Because they said when they retrieved it, we did.
Yeah.
They said when we retrieve it, we can actually find out what the fuck they were doing. But you heard it went over all of our nuclear test sites. Or our nuclear launch pads.
God damn it, dude. There's so much shit out there we don't fucking know. What about that big ass earthquake in Turkey?
Yeah.
20,000 deaths, dude. You see those videos of those kids getting saved? There was a lady that gave birth, being buried. How crazy is that?
This world is not for the faint of heart.
That's why I'm not bringing kids. Neither is Jack. Fuck.
Well, I need somebody to bury me and fucking dig my ass out, man. I'm getting old. I can barely walk. Get them young hands digging through shit, right? Right?
My mom will be like, oh, bitch, I'm working.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, we got our asses blown by the who are they? The basketballs. Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, because Conley didn't play. Vanderbilt didn't play. Malik Beasley didn't play. And Nikhil Alexander Walker didn't play because they were all part of that trade. Who knows what's going to happen with Russell Westbrook? They say he's going to buy out the contract, right? He's going to force a buyout, but I've also heard reports that they're like, well, he says he'll play, but I think it's all mind games. Be interesting. I mean, remember the shit that went down with him where he was yelling at those fans?
So
Utah does not like him.
yeah. Let's just come out clean. I think it's easy for everybody to understand to figure it out. We were gonna have Will one day here, and I was gonna ask him about Aaron Rodgers because now I just heard he's going to fucking
Raiders,
which makes sense because his homeboy's there, but also who the fuck wants to
now?
go to the Raiders?
Not necessarily because he said. So you saw the comment he said to his manager, right?
I don't think so.
Where this all started. They said, and I quote, I would rather play for the Raiders than the Jets.
Oh, okay. Now is that
I don't know if
a jab or
if and that's what I'm getting at. I was like, the talk was, well, he could probably go to the Jets. The Jets could probably pay him a shitload of money to go over there. And did he say, I'd rather play for the Raiders than the Jets, saying that I would never play for the Raiders, but you bet your ass I would never play for the Jets. That's where this whole thing started. I quite personally wouldn't mind seeing him with the Niners, but
yeah, for sure.
But again,
That'll be a safe bet for all of us.
Yeah, and I mean, you would have a good backup quarterback, right? If something didn't go right, I don't think you can, as much as I think we all enjoyed as Niner fans, Brock Purdy and what he did. I still think that was a perfect storm for any decent quarterback to be put in that situation. I'm not sure that's the guy that takes us to a Super Bowl next year, but what do I know?
Hey, changing a little bit of subject. I remember how last week we went over the people that are coming, comedians wise. Guess who today is? Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But it's sold out. Josh Wolf. And then Ari, Norman, and I can't remember the name of the other guy, all sold out.
What do you expect, though, right?
The ones that are coming close are
Joe List.
and Annie Leatherman. You're a fan, huh?
Yeah. Big fan.
Sometimes I think
Huge
she's hot.
fan.
Sometimes she has that crazy voice,
I think she's hot.
sexy voice.
Yeah.
She said on I think it was a Bobby Lee one time or Whitney Cummings. She says, I taught myself how to squirt. And I was like, so you can learn it then.
Can you, though?
That's what she said. But anyway.
Think they have college courses on that?
That's something you read on. He's like, can you imagine you read that paper? It's like, when you feel like pissing, just pee. Just let it go.
You want to squirt? Don't pee before you go. Drink a shitload of beer. Lay down.
Hey, before we go, do you want to walk us through fights tomorrow?
There's a good fight card. Jack Cousteau, UFC.
Jack Cousteau.
I think it's 284. I could be wrong. UFC 282. I was almost close. Can you zoom in for me? Excuse me, wrong one. Go up to the top where it's red and scroll over. No, other way, my friend.
Brian just texted me. Hey, JSYK, I officially weigh less than when we did the weight loss challenge on the show.
Do 284 if you would. I think I was right. Yeah, see, I was right. Trust my instincts, right?
All right, dude, let me have it. Put it in my butt.
Pull up we can just start from the main. Actually, scroll down. There's a banger on this card right there. The opening fight. Now, this is in Australia. Jimmy Crute Australian, New Zealand guy against Alonzo Menafield. Jimmy Crutes. Jimmy Crutes pretty fucking good. Alonzo Menafield has no fucking quit into him. But because we're talking about home cooking, I would say Jimmy Crute by TKO in the third. Let's just go up. I'm not a big Parker Porter guy.
Not a big Parker.
Let's just skip to the co-main event. Yair Rodriguez against Josh Emmett. I mean, this is basically to solidify the number one contender. And so Alexander Volkanovski owns the title in that weight division. He has stepped up to fight Islam Makhachev. But this Yair Rodriguez and this Josh Emmett fight, Josh Emmett's the dog in this one, which if you don't know, he's the underdog as far as the betting favorite on here. Yair Rodriguez is pretty flashy. He had a really good fight with Max Holloway, where Max just kind of pieced him up a little bit at a time. Yair's tough. He cuts a shitload of weight. He's kind of big for the weight class. Josh Emmett's smaller. He's out of Team Alpha Male. Great boxer, got a shitload of power in his hands. I think if he can get it in close and close the gap between him and Yair, I think that I'm going to go Josh Emmett TKO in the third round. And then we've got the main event. This is for the lightweight title. Like I was saying before, Alexander Volkanovski is stepping up. He's the 145-pound champ. He wants to be the 155. He's following the Conor McGregor route right here. Alexander Volkanovski is 5'2", very, very small. At one point, rugby star.
The one who used to be fat?
Weighed 210 pounds. Is now the 145-pound champion.
Damn.
His hands are,
shovels.
Just fucking second to
like
none.
Ivan's.
Second to none. Not a big power puncher, but his volume is outstanding. He's a gas tank. He's a fire plug. Very small in stature, hard to take down. We all know Islam Makhachev. That's Khabib's boy. Primary wrestler. His hands are decent, but you know what you're going to get when you get a Dagestani in there. They're going to close the gap. They're going to take you down. He's going to ground and pound you. Yeah. You're either going to get a rear naked choke. You're going to get a Kimura, anything like that. But I think, because regardless, Alexander's going to get taken down. There's just no if, and, or buts about it. Islam's going to get the takedown. I think he's going to have a hard time holding Alexander down because of his stature. I'm going Alexander for the upset.
Wait, hold on. When you say that, you're talking about Alexander having the advantage because he's smaller?
So, you know much about like real wrestling? Or if you ever have tried to wrestle around with somebody, you're a bigger guy and there's a much smaller guy who's basically the same weight as you. Who's going to be harder to take down, the taller guy or the smaller guy?
Obviously, I don't know anything about this, but to me, the
smaller guy.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's going to be hard to get. You've got to get underneath him, which means, excuse me, to get down to like a full, like to completely get around either his leg, or if you're going to get under like a whizzer, you've got to bend down to get underneath, right? You don't have all your power and explosive in your leg. You're using your back. He's going to be a lot harder to take down just because he's much smaller. He's built like a brick shit house, right? Very small in stature, but he's very, very thick. And I think it works in his advantage because he doesn't have to cut as much weight this time. So Islam's a huge favorite. I want to say a 2.5 favorite over Volkanovski. So if you were going to win some money, I would put them both on Josh Emmett and Volkanovski. I don't know what Josh Emmett is as far as what the betting line's set up, but I do know he's the underdog. So if you were going to do a parlay, you obviously have to choose 3, and I can't remember who's on the prelims, but I'm going to go Volkanovski by decision.
Have you ever put money into this?
A couple of times.
Did you do good?
Back in the day, there used to be a website that's not around anymore. They shut that shit down. I did. You know where I did really well was Invicta Fighting Championship. And if anybody knows what Invicta is, it's the women fights. And the reason being is because not a lot of people knew about it. Vegas betting lines are pretty hard to beat. And they go along the lines of obviously who's the favorite is the higher ranked individual. You can get upsets and stuff like that, but it's unless you really, really know about a big upset or somebody that has strengths as far as wrestling or somebody that has better hands. They're kind of hard to beat, but like the women's fight that not a lot of people knew about, those are the ones that I would bet on and do pretty well. But yeah, it's hard to bet on like one that's like a pick'em fight, like that's underdog by like 110 and a 150 favorite. Like you want to find a real dog, somebody that's a 3.5 or 2.5 underdog. Those are the ones you want to bet on.
Well, we got Super Bowl, we got fights. Next week we got All-Star.
There's a badass card coming on the... I want to just check my dates. March 4th, the return of John Jones.
Is it going to be March?
Heavyweight. March 4th, so just a couple of weeks out.
Yeah.
We got to do
That's going to be a
fight companion.
Well, this week they're going to have a fight companion for tomorrow.
They are. They're going to have a fight companion. I want to do a fight companion for that John Jones fight. That's a badass card.
We got to work on it already. Who'd you want to have?
We should ask our guy, the number one chief.
He has to play.
Let's talk about it.
Dre's our famous friend, dude. He's our Rogan now.
I know.
Hey, he's out of town right now doing Dre things.
Yeah.
Okay? You and I, we're
making
local.
dreams happen.
Is that all we got? Nothing else? What are we doing this weekend? Anything fun this weekend?
The Super Bowl.
Oh, what about your Jack's porn site's up and running, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's
Really?
My website.
So it's up and running.
Yep.
JackBurgerDesigns.com.
sexual, dude. Well, might as well tell everybody where to find you, Jack.
You can find me at Jack Burger Design on Instagram, and then you can go check out my new website, JackBurgerDesign.com.
Where can we find that? On the website.
Oh, my portfolio, and if you want to get in contact and get rolling with some projects.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what we're talking about. You can catch me, Angel Severa, on Instagram, Angel Severa on Facebook. That's my last name, Cervera. I also haven't done it, but we will get it done one day, hopefully. Get Dre Español again. No hablo Dre Español on YouTube and Spanish Laugh on Instagram. And that's where I try to teach our podfather himself, Dre Rocca, to speak some Spanish. He's no bueno, but he knows it. And that's what the joke is.
Good. Outstanding. Before we go, there was one thing. I just want to make sure that we hit all yeah, I think we hit everything. Lord_long_balls. That's with a Z. Don't look me up on the Facebook. I'm not going to be there much longer, right? And if you disagree with what I said on there, suck it.
Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.